This moisturizer has cocoa butter in it, has argan oil and water. So it is fabulous for dehydrated skin as well as oily skin. It just makes sure that your skin is just deeply hydrated without it being sticky or chip. Hi, it is so good to have you here with me. My self-isolation time is coinciding with the time that I make my skincare for the summer. And today I'm making my moisturizer. This is a gorgeous moisturizer. It is made with the most hydrating ingredients and it's water-based, which means it's great for hydrating your skin. So this works fabulously if you have oily skin as well as if you have dry skin. It's just a multi-purpose skin type moisturizer, and I make it in a big batch so everybody at home can use it, and of course it's economical for sure. Now I don't like to use fragrances and I really don't miss it because the cocoa butter smell, which is natural and beautiful, is actually quite nice, especially when you know you're smelling something that's really pure, natural and organic. It's deeply satisfying, I think. So let's get started. We're going to put this product together and see you at the end of it. We begin by tearing our bowl. It's a 0 right now. We measure out 5 grams of the BTMS 55. BTMS 55 is an emulsifier and it helps get the oils, butter and the water together. There we have it, 5. We've measured 20 grams of the cocoa butter. Cocoa butter is a fairly hard butter, but the moment it comes in contact with the skin, it melts very quickly. So it's a nice emollient to use in your skincare products. It's very moisturizing. We measure out 1 gram of glycerine. It's a fantastic humectant, which means it helps moisturize the skin really well. We can go with 1.3 because remember 0.3 doesn't really make a difference in the recipe at all. I'm going to now add the oils into the bowl. I have the glycerine already in the bowl and I've tiered it with the glycerine so that I know the amount of oils I'm adding. How I divide it is I add about 3 grams of the argan oil. I have used a mix of argan oil because they are both extremely good for dry skin and I have very dry skin. Camellia oil is a favorite in the Japanese skincare because of its fabulous hydrating emollient qualities, as well as it also helps with skin lightening over a period of time. Alternatively, in winters I use rosehip oil also because I tend to spend more time out in the sun, and rosehip oil helps a lot with pigmentation, especially melasma, which I have. I use distilled water, which I'm going to heat up for the recipe. You can make your own distilled water at home. Take filtered water and boil it for about 15-20 minutes and then let it cool. So we are looking at 75 grams of water. I'm going to put this water to heat because I need warm water for the recipe. We are now going to combine the cocoa butter, the BTMS 55, the oils and the glycerine together in a bowl. And this bowl is going to go in a water bath on a slow flame for about 25 to 30 minutes. It's important to keep the flame low because that helps maintain the integrity of the ingredients. I am now going to keep this bowl in a hot water bath for about 25 to 30 minutes. You can do this at home. You need a shallow bowl. You need to have water till about half to 3/4 of the bowl and keep it on low flame for the required amount of time till all the ingredients melt. All our ingredients that we put together have now melted. We're going to add this to the hot water. You can see how quickly the butter starts solidifying as well. Now the oil and the butters and the water need to emulsify. So typically when you're doing a big batch, you require a heavy duty blender. But since this is a small batch, we can do this with our home beater as well, just using one blade. We are looking for the water and the oil and the butters to blend together in a light, fluffy kind of a solution. Once the mix has cooled down a bit and come together a little thick, we add the preservative. I've already measured out 0.5 grams of Germall. Now, adding preservative to your skincare is incredibly important because it controls the fungal and the bacterial, microbial activity in your skincare. And you don't want those evil things in your skincare at all, because that can cause you massive skin issues down the road. So we continue beating it till it comes together in a very fluffy mousse-like quality. Once it's reached a thickish consistency, I'm going to keep it in the refrigerator for about 15-20 minutes and come back to beating it. 20 minutes in the freezer section. As you can see, the mix has come together. There are soft peaks in the product. I'm now going to give it a final whisk before I start bottling it. The whisk just helps incorporate air into the product and gives it a nice moussey feel to it. I already have my jar sanitized and disinfected. I reuse a lot of the jars that I've had before. I'm now going to bottle the product. And here you have a very light moisturizer for the summers. And since the ingredients are all natural, it gets absorbed into your skin most beautifully. A well hydrated summer skin. You now have a moisturizer that is with the purest ingredients, great for your skin, has absolutely no irritant, and you could actually customize it depending on what your skin's needs are. So if you were to suffer from a lot of pigmentation and uneven skin tone, I would add rosehip oil. If you are prone to a lot of acne, I would add a little bit of tea tree oil to it. And if you have itchy dry skin, I would add a little bit of kiwi oil in it. The proportions might vary, but I'm happy to help you. Do drop a line and I'll let you know what your personal customized formulation could be. Till I come back to you, self-isolate, take care of yourself. I wish you great health and Godspeed. Till I catch you again. And if you found this helpful, please do like and subscribe.